Hello guys and welcome back to episode 15, I believe. No, 16 of What If Civilization Started Over. In the last episode we had the formation of the Square Alliance. We had more colonization in America, and we had the blue team gaining land over here. We had the new leader in this country. We had the Romanians starting to lose someone or a bit of their country. We had the war here in Central Asia, and we had the Chinese country kicking Taiwan back to this island. And so we're just going to head straight into the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoy this type of content. So we're going to start off down here in Africa, where the Moroccans continue to explore a bit more inland like this, and we even have them taking quite a bit of this land, as they're starting to realize that there's not a lot of land for them to take, as not a lot of this is habitable. And we also have the country that used to be a part of them expanding pretty by quite a lot into something like this. They are very much extracting the gold and sending it over to the brown team, the Moroccans, and basically all over the Mediterranean. Anyways, staying in Africa, we have this country right here, exploring towards Lake Victoria, as we have them exploring and taking a decent amount as they connect up with the lake, and eventually they look something like this. And we also then have the red team joining up with the blue team to invade into this green one as they go up to the edge, and we have the blue team then invading into the west, and we then have a peace treaty coming out, which is going to look something like this, where this kind of pinky team is obviously going to get the most land, but the blue team still gets a decent amount. And yeah, down here, as more and more people start going around, the South Africans continue to explore new lands and expand very, very quickly, as they take some land inland, but they mainly focus on coastal areas, and so eventually they look something like this. And so yeah, anyways, heading over to Indonesia, more and more islands slowly are discovered as they eventually make a landing on this area right here, but they do not take this land, apart from the Chinese, who actually make a landing over here and colonize a little bit of this, as they are becoming quite a large colonizing country in the South China kind of Sea. Anyways, down here we have the yellow team invading into this purple one, but then we have this lime one invading into the yellow one, but then the purple one invading into the lime one. And so the lime team actually comes back very quickly, pushes them out, but this leads to the yellow team pushing them out very quickly and even starting an offensive into them, and this then allows the purple team to once again go back in, but they do sign peace with the yellow team to make sure they don't lose any more land. And so the peace treaty, the yellow team takes this from there, and then this area is split in half by the two countries. And so now the yellow team is a decently prominent figure in the south of India. While this country is still a bit salty about they don't have a lot of land, and they're trying to find places to get land, but they don't really want to invade south as they're decently good relations with them, and these guys are probably a bit too strong for them, and the green team would definitely get involved against these guys. So for now they don't do anything. However, this country right here is going to get invaded by this like Cyan country with the help of these guys, as they are trying to reclaim lost land, and eventually the country is just collapses. It is just not good, and so a peace treaty is worked out, which looks something like this. This team probably got more valuable land, but yeah, these guys don't really mind. Anyways, looking back, let's just see the trade routes right now. I'm just gonna quickly update them, but the trade routes are slowly becoming not as useful. But anyways, this is connected up right here, and it is basically the only bit that we really need. This bit goes through there, connecting up to some capitals that just haven't been connected to, like this one connecting to these guys as they go south here, as well as this one kind of connecting up with this one right here, this one moving out to these guys, and for the final little bit, this one goes down the side to the capital of the Vietnamese country. And so yeah, that's how it's looking right now. Anyways, now I'm going to actually head over to the religion map, which is severely outdated. I don't think I've updated it that much, but as you can see, this is how the religion map looks. Yeah, America is very much not correct, but anyways, as you can see on the religion map, over here we have kind of a main red team religion, an orange team religion, and this pink team religion. However, in the red team religion, there is kind of a split where let's see, what color haven't I used? Have I used purple? No. So a couple of people, let's just turn down the opacity, sorry. So as you can see, a couple of people in the blue team over here, mainly around the border of this country, a couple of people in these Saharan areas start to get new ideas about the world and religion, and these kind of causes lots of the blue team is very much fine with it. They don't really care, and they're kind of happy that people are showing who they really are. The green team people make sure like they stay with their religion, they don't change. However, one country where it's very much experiencing this religious revolt is inside of this the dark red country, where the religion is slowly expanding very quickly, going from coast to coast, and eventually we even have it spreading very quickly into the green team country, mainly in the south rural areas where not lots of people are doing very well. And so because of the not so nice treatment by these people, if we go over to the main thing, a little area, I'm going to make them purple just to kind of match their origin, but these areas If I place this under, hold up, this is just going to take me a little bit. Okay, so we can see the areas that have been kind of in a religious difference, and so these areas are going to kind of break away, which kind of looks something. Okay, I'm just going to try and quickly fill this in. So this area, as well as this area from the green team, kind of breaks away. However, this then, obviously these are not following the provinces, and so eventually a war does ensue, where these guys start off by coming in very quickly, as they are not very strong, but they are decently strong. As we also have this green country coming in, even taking lands that possibly weren't theirs. However, this does lead to the red team thinking it's a great idea to strike back, and they are just sweeping through this country. As we have this purple country also invading into these guys very quickly, as well as into these guys, as eventually this purple team manages to completely kick out the invaders, and so eventually these two countries capitulate over, well, this country doesn't really capitulate, it just surrenders. And so let's look at a peace treaty where we have the purple team taking this land from these guys, as well as, not in the province there, whoops, these lands from the green team that was here. They do take some provinces claimed by the purple, or claimed by the purple team, but they don't really mind, as they do manage to get their independence. And so this is how these guys look, as we have the red team's negotiations with these guys going a bit similar, as they also take a bit more of the land that they can take, as these lands are given over to the these lands are given over to the red team, and eventually this country gets its independence, as we have the peace treaty between them and this country, looking something like this, where surprisingly a lot of the lands are given back to these guys, as some people do agree that this might have not been really their fault and it was these guys who started it. But yeah, they do still have to give up quite a bit of land being these two provinces, and then finally these areas are given away. And so the borders of this new purple country are made. Obviously they still have followers here, but because they aren't being like mistreated, the purple team doesn't really mind. And so the capital city of this country will be right there. Actually no, it will be there where the religion kind of started. And with that, these two kind of are appreciative of this country, and they kind of actually like it. And also with that, the two main advocates for the, you know, the treaty that I said, well, it has now expired, and no one has decided that they really care to renew it. And so we do have the union of these two countries, but also the union of them plus this one. Now, a lot of countries, or mainly two countries, are very annoyed about this. That is the orange team and the yellow team. But they don't really do anything, because they kind of saw that the red team is still strong, and that quite a decently strong country was completely dismantled by them, as well as the purple team here. And the green team immediately kind of really good friends with these guys, even though they have different religions. These guys are very diverse in religion. As you can see, they have land over here in the orange area as well as in the red area. And so yeah, you can see that this is the main area with this new purple religion. However, it does kind of spread as well into this. It does start to spread into the green team, as many people are starting to feel enlightened. The green team does not mind this at all, and eventually the entire south of Arabia is converted to this new religion. And these guys don't do anything because they really don't care. They do really like these guys. And so no one really hates this country, even though they are different religion. Anyways, we are now going to head over to a pretty big war that I might rush a little bit, but hopefully it's not going to be too bad, as the Romans invade into Sicily. Yeah. Now this is with the help of the blue team, obviously. And with this, they even make a landing over here. And the pink team is very surprised. They start calling for the help of these two. However, they don't really want to mess with these guys. And so to get on their good side, we actually have the Moroccan country invading in, capturing the capital. And this pink team is just screwed. And they decide to give over the land that the Romans wanted in order to survive, as well as being forced by the Moroccans to give over quite a large amount of land. But they kind of have to accept, as the Moroccans would absolutely destroy them in a war. And so the capital city of this country will be right here. I think this might have been an old capital, but they know this place is prone to invasions and they're not risking it. Anyways, for the final thing of the episode, it's going to be the daily Iceland update. And what we have happening is the red team going on a rampage, destroying this green country as well as this blue country. And yeah, they conquer it all. So the first time someone owns the entirety of Iceland. But obviously this place is unbelievably unstable. And yeah. Anyways, I think I said that was the last thing, but this is actually going to be the last thing. We have the brown team continuing to explore lands, especially down here in Mexico. And so these lands look something like, and they claim this land, and it looks eventually something like this. And we also have the French country making a kind of a little stop here in Nicaragua as they take land here as well as up here in Venezuela as they explore around and take this land as well, as the French team is quite happy about the colonization. Anyways, that is going to be it for today's episode. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.